All right. Let's see what it's going to take to fix this thing, I guess. All right. Is that the only place that's bolted on? Well, that don't work. Try this one. Yep. Well, that's not the part. Well, maybe it is. And that one's a smaller one. Much smaller one. Let's see what broke on this thing. I dropped my screw. It seems like Eastwood's gonna be more than happy to work with me and figure out what's going on and get me fixed back up. So I wasn't gonna tear into it until I found out what they wanted to do. And Adam called and they told him to have me tear it apart. So I'm gonna tear it apart. If I can figure it out. I'm going to run it down and operate it and see what it does. See if I see any missing teeth. I don't see any missing teeth. I don't see anything that would have been broke. There's some debris in the gears, but I don't see any teeth missing. They sure don't fit very tight. There's definitely debris in the gears. I don't know how well it'll show up in the camera, but I don't see anything that would be stripped. They sure don't sound healthy. I'm gonna run a piece of drop, just see if I can see something slipping. Right there. Right there. Why is that thing jumping up and down like that? It shouldn't be jumping up and down. The whole mechanism's jumping. I'm gonna grab a screwdriver and see if that screw's backed out. I don't see anything crazy. That screw was out. I don't know if that's it. Let's see if there's any movement in it. Some just don't sound right inside. Let's try this again, see what it does. See, now it's not doing it. Something tells me that screw was backed off. And I'm getting a better looking bead too. That's all it was. Because that's cranked all the way down. And it's going through it like it's supposed to. Yeah, that screw right there. I might have to put some Loctite on that thing. It looked like it just backed loose on me. Well, that's good to know. I think I'm going to pick up some grease from a grease gun because I ran out on the skid loader before I put this back together. I'm going to put some grease on it. Clean it up. There is debris in there, but I can't tell if it's metal shavings or what. It don't really look like metal shavings, so I think we'll be good. I'll just keep an eye on that screw and yeah, I think I'm gonna modify this thing though. I can put my guard back on, but I want this, dang, it's short cord now. I'd like to have the controls out there where I can reach it. I don't know, I might just put it back together the way it's supposed to be right now and see what's going on first. Good morning, everybody. How is everybody this morning? set up this morning. To maybe see some primer today. I'm gonna try to get this set up a little bit better. I'm gonna do something for a mixing station inside the booth, so I gotta keep going out. Hey, now, I think the panhard bar needs adjusted. But that ain't for me to do. He's got some more stuff he wants to do to the suspension anyways. He wants to add another bar underneath the rear end, and he's wanting to put 2-inch drop spindles on the front. He says it's just not low enough for him. So he's going to drop it more. Say it's a little too high for me. Let's lose some altitude. Woo! That goes way down. That's mo better. That looks good. Alright. I already blew this thing off and all that good stuff. I need to get it wiped down. Yeah, because vacuuming it and blowing it off just don't get it clean enough. I vacuumed it off yesterday with my shop vac. And then I turned the fan on and blew it off real good. But man, it's still filthy. That happens. I'm just using hot water here. You don't have to use wax and grease remover unless you think there's contaminants on it. Which, I know there's no contaminants on it, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. Might as well get this while I'm up here. Beats me stretching. Lord knows my back don't want to do it. Yeah, they did. And that's really hard on this body style too. Really hard to get crisp lines on it because they're so long and they have slight curve to them. Everybody says they're straight, but they got a slight curve. I gotta tape off the front frame. Here in a little bit. I'm gonna go rinse this out and be right back. Awesome, I appreciate it. It's been about 6 years since I was able to actually use water to pre-clean one of these. Because the last shop that I was at had well water and it was the most horrid stuff. It would come out almost brown. Here, I've got city water. And I just gave it a thought the other day, like, man, wax and grease remover is way too expensive to pre-clean. And I thought, well, crap, I got city water. Why not just go back to using city water? Haven't been able to. Man, I should have left that air up in the bags until I got this thing cleaned. Haven't been able to use water to clean since I was doing this in my garage at the house. And that's been (2014, 2015, somewhere in there. I gotta rebuild the hinges on this thing yet. Once I get this primered, I'll get some of the smalls ready, like the door hinges and things of that nature. The bottom piece that goes across the front of the dash, I've got to do it yet. And then get the there was some the front bumper apron. I gotta get it prepped and ready. I got it out of the box yesterday while I was doing my cleaning. Can't answer you, I'm live. Okay, let's slide around to the other side. The thing with the Instagram is, I thought because I had my Facebook and Instagram linked together that I would be live on both at the same time. But after that live last week, the test live, I found out that it's only live on Instagram. After the video's over, it goes to a reel on Facebook, which, if you know anything about the reels on Facebook or Instagram, you are extremely limited on time. I think Facebook, you got a minute and a half. I think they're both a minute and a half. If you do a reel on, or a short, they call it on YouTube, you're limited to 1 minute. So it's like, it ain't even worth it. So I'm doing this, even though people might not be in here right now watching, they'll see my reels in video later and be able to watch the whole thing. When it goes to Facebook, it allows it to be full video, which I don't understand why I can't do a full video unless I'm live on Instagram, but okay. Is what it is, I guess. Yeah, that's enough to wear an old man out. I don't know how many of you are subscribed to Edge of Eternity with Bill Cameron on YouTube. He's a great guy. A really good guy. We was talking this morning, and we got to work out the details yet, but might be going to his place or him coming here. I don't know which it'll be yet. He goes past here a lot. And doing a live from there. That'll be an interesting one. What we was talking about this morning, people like ask me questions a lot and different stuff. And a lot of the stuff I've never said, but I think that live's gonna shed some light on a lot of different things. You might see a little bit different than what you're used to. The dash is steaming. That hot water. You know, last time I had a steamy dash, I pulled off the side of the interstate, and a guy in a Porsche pulled over with an extinguisher to help me save my blue mule. That was back in about 85, 86, somewhere in there. 87. It was a minute ago. The guy, it was funny. It was a Porsche 944, I guess. I don't know them foreign cars, so if I said it wrong, you know, that's just, I don't know them cars. But it was his son's car. His car was in the shop getting fixed, so he drove his son's car. And he could not drive a stick shift for nothing. I'm in the passenger seat. He was having a heck of a time getting it up to speed so he could get back going on the interstate. He said, "Do you know how to drive a stick?" I said, "Well, of course." I said, "The truck you just picked me up from is a stick." He said, "Here, trade me spots." The one and only time I've ever drove a Porsche. Hey, get out of there. Alright. If my knees will work, I'll climb back out of this thing. After this is all said and done, I'm going to come back and take these areas off, because it's really hard to shoot down in there with the spray gun. I'm going to take these areas off, and I'm going to use my undercoating that I can get it farther up in there, protect that a little bit better. I know this car will probably not see the rain much, but let's face it, all of them see it at some point or another. The Blue Mule sat out in the rain for a month and a half or better. Here about a year ago. Sometimes you just can't escape it. Forget that LS, it's now DJ powered. Depending on what I ate, it might be turboed. That gas pedal just don't move. That thing's stiff. I had to turn that bullet heater off, actually both of them, because it was echoing in here. I found out last week on the live that, yeah, that bullet heater is a no-go while I'm live in here. Lord willing, that thing will be running soon. Hey, there's airlines there. I can't get through that way. I'm going to do a members video. It's not going to be that extensive of one, but I've got a piece of equipment that I've had for probably 20 years. I've used it a couple times, but I want to freshen it up, make it purty, and clean some of the tooling on it. I dug it out yesterday when I was cleaning the shop, and I thought, you know what? I need to get this out because it'd be handy. All right, what do we got here? Oh, I gotta do all the way across the back here. That looks like a heavy wet snow coming down out there. Awesome, that's what I like. I don't like doing per se. What the heck's going on with you, Mr. GoPro? Yeah, I like making them pretty and make them to where people can take them to shows and have fun, and if they win a trophy, they win a trophy. If not, it's all about the fellowship and the fun. Just like the Blue Mule. I didn't build that to win no trophies. I built that to enjoy. And as you've seen on the Facebook and YouTube posts, it gets bumps and bruises. But you know what? It gets used. That thing was on the road a week and I already had a load in the bed of it. 1 month and I had a car on the trailer behind it. That's what I like. Did it upset me when I smashed the fender? Yeah, it did. It upset me, but you know what? It happens. If it don't happen, it's because you're driving a trailer queen through the fairgrounds. I'm not a fan of trailer queens. I gotta pull these down, prop them down. I'm not even gonna prime them. I got the black stuff on it, it's good enough. All right. I'm gonna say that's good enough. I've got a couple guns. Yeah, I think that'll work. Dead battery. This one ain't a whole bunch better, but at least I can try. stations in the booth. I planned on doing that to start with, but I didn't have a booth. I think I need to touch up some paint. That'll work. How come injuries always happen when you turn the camera off? Ow! Screw clip and all that. I needed to move that light over. When I went to screw it in, the clip flipped, shoved that bit right into my finger. Mo better. Hiccup, boo boo. Really? Yeah, that'll work. One way in, one way out. All right, now I think I'll grab a big chunk of paper. Hey, now. That's a little better. Gotta have room to walk in here too, guys. I think that'll work. Now I gotta fix my dang paper machine. There we go, I think. Using the tape I don't like on this stuff because it don't matter. All I'm doing is covering, so come on, man. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think that'll work just fine. Well, it's the last Friday before Christmas. I think that'll be just fine as frog hair. It's the last Friday before Christmas. How many of you are traveling for Christmas? I'm going to use 2-inch on that because it'll be a little bit easier to make sure I hit that seam. I hope everybody has a safe Christmas holiday. Safe travels. And get to spend as much time as you can with your loved ones. We all know too well those won't last forever, so enjoy your time, guys. I think that'll work. I'm going to be doing a live, guys. Real soon. I would like to do it before the new year. I've got a few calendars. I think 2 calendars, if I remember right, that Jasper Engines gave me, so I can give away on the channel. And maybe a couple other small items like that. And then I'm going to do something I've never done before, and that's give something expensive away. I've only got one, and I think that'll be just fine. Once I cover up the body mount. Yeah, that'll work. I'm just gonna leave it at that on the expensive one. You'll have to make sure you hit that live. I'm not gonna schedule it because YouTube will not allow me to schedule a live and have the camera sideways to where you can actually see everything. So I've found that if I just go live out of the blue, I can turn my camera sideways and then you guys can see the whole picture. So that's what I'm going to do. It will be an evening one, probably about 8 p.m. Eastern. I don't know. It might be Christmas Eve. It might be that Saturday after Christmas. I don't know. I would like for a lot of you to show up to it. And when you come into the live, you got to let me know you're there so we can write your name down for the drawing. What I'll do is the same as I do on all of them. As you come in and you comment, I'll write your name down on a piece of paper, fold it up, drop it down in the bowl, and then I will draw names. Now, if you're in the United States, the expensive item, I'll ship that out free of charge. But if you're outside the United States, I have found in the past that it is not cheap. So I would ask that you help with the shipping on that. But other than that, it's all free and clear, ready to go. Once you get the expensive item, whoever it is, I would like to see a review video of that item. If you could email it to me or something. But I would like to see that review of whatever that item is. All right, guys. I think that's going to be as far as I need to go on the car until I'm ready to shoot it. Yeah. I'll roll around on the creeper and get all the bottoms, and then I'll roll around inside to get the dash, and then come out here and just get busy. I'm probably going to put 2 coats on it. Yeah, I should have enough. I got that all set up. Got my guns out here, some of them. And now I got my mixing thing set up to where I can put a strainer right there with the light behind it. Like right here, I can put my liner in there. Like that right there. This gun won't be able to be here. But I can pour into the filter and I can see through the material to see where I'm at. That'll help a bunch. All right, well, I will be back shortly, and we're gonna see some primer slung. Crap. Just thought of something. Be right back. I'm gonna run some reducer through this gun. I'm gonna use the 3M BPS cups this time. And get this thing turned around here. I never claimed to be a mathematician. Nor a chemist. I forgot to lock the front door. Seems like everybody wants to show up as soon as you go live. Hey guys, this video is getting so long, I decided to split it into 2 videos. Tomorrow, you will see the primer getting laid down.